Great and beautiful morning, afternoon, and evening to you all, wherever you're joining me at this moment. Welcome to 239 edition of Investdata Trading Academy Live with Ambrose. I will say that this Thursday morning over is opening on a brighter note. Yes, I can see that the global stock market, especially the mature market, was seeing a strong breath out this morning, which is good. And this fresh breath, I see that let's see how it's going to take the market to the next level. It is good that we understand what is happening across the globe as investors. It goes a long way to help us get to where we are going, and it helps you to prepare for the next decision you are taking, especially being a trader or investor in any of the market. We have seen that in different assets, both futures, looking at equity, also cryptocurrency, commodity, even the bond market. I can tell you that in the mature market, this is the highest volatility we have seen in the fixed income market so far in that mature market. Tell you that there are factors driving all this volatility, and that is why you, as a trader or investor in this market or any market you're in, it's not a time for you to look at your decision or take your decision without looking at the chart. Sorry. No, you must look at what is happening. Like I said, the global market volatility has gone to each extreme in the recent days, especially in the month of March, higher than ever. I will tell you, even during the COVID-19 era, the volatility we are witnessing since the first trading day of March to this day. I will tell you, we have not recorded such across the globe. This also sends you a signal that there is something also fishing in the market that investors are also trying to take advantage of. What is that? During a time of uncertainty like this, design investors or traders or smart traders take advantage of this volatility that was seen up and down to take advantage of what the market to create wealth, because it is when there's volatility you can think of making money. But when the market is static or stagnating, it becomes a problem. That is why it's an either up market or a down market. That is where every investor wants to see that up and down market to create wealth. A side movement of any market or what we call a consolidation state of any market, does that consolidation don't give you a much wealth as a trader or investor. It's when there's a leap up or a leap down. When it's a leap up, that you know what it means. Down, you know also what it means for those that are designed. That is why I said for those that are preparing for the Q2 position, I will tell you this is the period. If you are saying that that you want to wait see the government come in and settle, that means you are going to wait till around August, and those that will take advantage of uncertainty between now and the end of this quarter, being second quarter, being the period for design investor to position for the year, is those that will take advantage of this time. And even when the market pull back in the second quarter, it's also an opportunity for them to. That's why if you are waiting to see all everything being well, straighten the government handover, it takes them another 30 days or 60 days to settle. If you're then when they are seeing all this settle, more people will enter the market, and those stocks you are seeing at low price as you are seeing now, it might not be available at this price. That is why we must take advantage of this crisis, even across the globe, and hear that we are only not crisis but opportunity of incoming government, that we expect to see what a policy shift from that angle. That is what I'm saying. That's why for those that are still paying, I'm happy that most investors are still taking action. You can see people still posting, sending their payment even to me to show that yes, they are already preparing for the class. I'm just imploring you that you should make time and prepare for this class, because I will tell you that as an investor, you must take advantage of the current world, the current market climate or situation. Q2 Masterclass is a must attend for traders and investors who trading and investing is important to them, and also want to trade with confidence and higher return going into the rest of the year. You must prepare now, so that at the end of the day, when you look at your portfolio at the end of the year, you say yes, that you took the right action. That is what it takes. Yes, as I was looking at the global market, as I went into looking at what market, the so-called accounting or the so-called market reading is very, very important. You must read to see where the market is going. That's why I said in any market you are trading, trend and market cycle is key to your investment decision as a trader, because this trend and market cycle will guide you to play very well in the market and take the right decision at the right time. Especially if you want to perfect your the place to protect your capital and where to catch returns for when Hamilton tops and down, where the free market tries to pull back or when McDonald tries to rebound. If you're able to get this right, I will tell you this is the what thing you should do. This one, as we're saying, that trading in most of the markets I've told you earlier are what are open in the up direction. They are open on a better positive sentiment this morning, which as a result of what we saw the outcome of what the decision of Fed after the 2 days meeting that started on Tuesday, it ended yesterday, and you can see that at times I tell you that as the leader or economic manager, you look at the impulse in the system and see what you can see. That's why that pulse in the system is a very, very, very important. Looking at what has happened after the visiting of the Congress, both the Senate and the House, when the issue of the bank crisis started, you know that for you to play or to balance issue, you must also try to manage the inflation at the same time try to also make sure that you help the banks out of what out of crisis. And that is why what we saw yesterday with the 25 basic point hike for me is a welcome event. And that also fire up the market this morning because investors or traders in the market were expecting a 50 basic point, but after seeing the bank's failures from from no the well the who's Silicon Valley Bank moved to the first regional bank and also look at the credit risk. All this also sent even some bank machine like bank like UBS. All of them were trying to like USB. All of them trying to like shake the environment, lose market. But when the government took stance and also the regulator, the central bank saw that there was a kind of a rebound and that boosted confidence. And to sustain that confidence, that's why you see after proposing from the government that they're likely to hike rate at 50 basic points, but event that play out also, that's why you must read the pulse of the market. I always tell people that so that you can keep the economy moving up and also put forward your checks to make sure that what you want to achieve is attained. That's why I see that at the end of this 25 basic point hike, we saw a leap in confidence, and that is a good welcome movement for the market. For me, it's a good one. That's why I said for traders and investors across the globe, I think this is also a source of a positive bread that we expect that also to hear also a positive outcome from China president visiting Russia and also Japan president visiting Ukraine. Let's also that all these G7 leaders start thinking of how to broker peace in that region. Once that is done, I'll tell you, globally we'll see a beta that will support economic growth with a gradual gradual kind of a great normalization. We expect to see that the world will experience what a gradual recovery, and that will foster a good world economy in the second half of the year if the right action are taken at this time. That's why I expect that investors should not panic. As we speak now, U.S. market is in green. I can see right now that the June S&P and the Nasdaq are in green, which is good for the market. And as I said earlier, this decision of Fed was a record one, and they can see that a clear divergence between what Fed did and what the European Central Bank did the previous week, where they hiked their rate with 50 basic points. All other that Fed might likely follow suit, but we can see divergence, and that tells you that you are looking at your economy, your domain, how things are operating to make decision. For me, it's a welcome step that the Fed have taken this time to retain this 25 basic point, which for me is a good one. That is what also support the market there, and that's why market catching fire and that moment I'm not surprised. And also, if you look at what is happening in EU, the European stock market as we speak, I'll tell you that those stock also are looking up at this hour, which is they are looking up at the hope of what of Fed also posting what posting a rate hike, like I have said in their comment after the meeting, that this has also add a kind of stream to the market as we speak. For me, it's a welcome development that we are seeing a positive thing across the market. Also, Asia market is not left behind because of this rate. We saw that was the monitored expected was at the rate of most of the market players and investor forecast. That also have supported the market in the European zone now to speak. All the market there are looking green, which is good as a result of what result of the just 25 basic points hike of rate from Fed meeting on Wednesday. This policy statement have sent a lot of positive that and the ongoing market consolidation. That means you as an investor with this, I tell you that the turmoil in the banking sector in that domain gradually will start following. And this following also that the companies' earnings for the first quarter also start hitting the market, and most of them have seen the full year. That will be a support for the market. For me, this shift we are seeing now that the central banks tone has started changing, we might see that going to the future, if we start seeing normalization, that will also boost what liquidity because the liquidity crisis of rate hike has started telling on this matured economy. For that, we expect it to also send a signal to other developing countries like ours so that our also central bank also looking in that direction. We saw the last meeting that was held this week, Monday and Tuesday. At the end of the day, we saw the 50 basic point hike rate here. You can see that we also see a slide from 100 basic points we have seen the previous one down to 50. That means we are seeing almost the same trend. More than that is why all eyes are also on Bank of England meeting that is coming up today to see what they are likely to do in that meeting because now that the inflation in that domain has also moved from from 10.1% to 10.4%. For me, this is also a concern for for investors in that domain, and that is also sending a signal that here already, as this rate as inflation has gone to this level, we expect that the Bank of England and also Swedish National Bank also to follow suit for what Fed has also done in their last meeting. That means rate hike or raising will still remain in this domain for this period. But I can see that the Bank of England are giving a clue that after this rate hike, as from May, they are likely going to what normalization. That means start slowing down. It tells you that if all this is done, into the next quarter, might see stability coming back again, especially if the war power were able to address the Ukraine and Russia conflict or crisis to support the global economic recovery. But I tell you what is happening there as a way of dampening confidence and also affecting supply chain that also reverse everything as we speak. Well, the slowdown we saw in some domain inflation was as a result of what low price in crude oil price that have remained below $80. But if it move as escalate above that, they also to have a way of also putting pressure on what on inflationary input. That is what we're looking at. If we're seeing a slowdown in rate by all these matured central bank, also to look that way of trying to do that the peace reign in that domain. Once that is done, we're going to see market going to stabilizing in the second half of the year, and that will be a good news for everyone. That's why you, as a design investor, you take advantage of your certainties and the correction or the oscillation you are seeing in Q2 to position for the year, and especially we know that yes, for those matured economy, like I've said, they if this is sustained, that will impact that domain. Like as we speak now, Asia market I mentioned, all the indicators are only just one or two there are what in red. And Africa also was in a mixed market. This morning, our market is also oscillating in that direction for us to also know what is happening right now. The market opens slightly red in this morning down here, but as we speak now, we're seeing that it's trying to also to rebound into green also, which is good, slightly in green now. But it tells you that there is forces that drive the market up and down. And that forces is what every investor want to look at and see where the market goes from here. Yes, as we speak, the market is slightly in green down here for investors to know what in the market, which is good. But I'll tell you that despite the consolidation trend was seeing in the market, trend of side trading, we're seeing that there was the market bet has not been too positive. The market bet have been on a negative. Only now we're seeing that with a marginal kind of negative breadth. We're seeing that where losers are are 10 in number, while gainers now are 9 number. Yet if they can equalize and see market looking from this level either to back to 55,000 basis points or above it with what with as all eyes are shifting from the outcome of FPC to what to numbers expected in the market. Yesterday we saw that chemical and allied products also are now kind of notified the exchange of board meeting and they approved a dividend of 1 naira against what they paid last year. You can see, this one was like investors should look, how to see these numbers and know how to react. We expect to see the real number, but like insight of what they are declared or recommended for the financial year ended December 31st, 2022, 1 naira we expect that when the number comes, that will also guide us because as I tell you earlier that in this current financial year, first quarter number will be will be missed for most of the companies and the different sectors. Why some sector will capitalize on what has happened in that period, also to post a better number. And that's why you are supposed to be look forward to see you at the corporate master class so that these sectors and companies that have shown strength because the incoming government has a lot of things to do, in different sectors which already plans are on ground. How can you take advantage? Because if you look at the manifesto, you know how they are planned to to run the government. If you can position right and the economy is set also in a proper perspective and we work it out that way, I will tell you that the market will benefit from it, and that is why you must be in this gathering where others, experts, will join to share their knowledge. Professionals in the market with experience where you should put your money. Because I'll tell you, yes, on the short term, you might see that the market, outlook might be missed, but on the long run and the medium, I'll tell you, I'm so optimistic about the market because I believe that once we put the right policy and the right people and the right where to be, we expect to see changes that will follow this incoming government, and that is what every investor are looking at because continuity is very key. We believe that continuity, once you're able to get it, and at the end of the day, and police start coming and we start seeing stability, we want to see that the foreign investor will also be coming. And when they come, where would they meet you? If they meet you and I in the market, that is where you can even make the money that we're expecting because one, as they meet in the market, they are coming with their money, and the exchange rate, what it is now, the valuation we have seen. If they come with their money and they come to this market, our market remains the most attractive market in Africa because most of our stocks are grossly on their value. If that is what you have in mind, I'll tell you, our stocks are reflecting that most of this stuff, when they come, don't forget that they will not just buy in other stores. There are some stores that they are eyes beyond. If you are in those kind of stocks, which are going to also discuss, you also take advantage of what they are coming in because it's going to impact on the price of those stocks and also the market generally. That's why I believe that we'll have enough time that day, almost from 9 to almost 4 o'clock that day, to share a lot of things, and that is what you need to boost your confidence in the market. And at the end of the day, you make what invest in very informed investment decision that will support your bottom line. Once you're able to do that, you make money, and I believe that we are all in the market to make money. And when we make the money, immediately we enter it, there's no cost for alarm because why? You need to also strategize that the position that you take, if the factors that enter into that position are still very, very, intact, you don't need to work to jump out. Rather, all you need just work for you to know how to extend your waiting and also see what you can do in that regard. That is what's expected. For me, the market is okay, and we're all eyes on the market. Like I said that in Investdata, if you remember what I told you in one of the class, which I know that many of you in this class watch, I said that Investdata, we don't just invest, we look at what the heartbeat of the market and see where the heartbeat of the market is, and before we can take what our investment decision. We don't just take decision before taking place. We need to look at some factors that are playing out the market. Once we need to consider those factors playing out the market, then it will not inform our position to take decisions. And once we take our decision, we tell you that the market is right to go. I said the Investdata will focus on what on the heartbeat of the market, which is what the trend or the direction before taking any investing or trading decision within the market because that will help you. So if you are using this trend to enter and when the market go against you, you look at all the factors that have attracted because I will tell you any day, both whether you're a technical trader or fundamental, market expect nobody but you are able to read the direction, the sentiment and the direction of the market. That is why technically is key. And when you compare with fundamental, you become the top of the market to guide you. And when you take position that it doesn't move as expected, that doesn't mean that you are taking the wrong position. You now look at the factors that affected you at this same time, like I always say. Once you're able to know that, you are good to go. There's no cause for alarm. Now that all eyes are shifting to earnings, and we expect that between next week, I will see the deadline for most of the company social media result. We do expect to see more numbers. As these numbers come, that also give us our decision. And that's why I also say that if you are taking position already, don't need to panic. Don't be jumping in and out. Wait your position. That's why people call me and say, no, if you're already in those stocks, and if you remember the last, apart from this election that was last week, I said, no, we are not giving you any new stock to buy. We're already in this position, waiting for it because expectation that results have come before now. Since those results have not hit the market, wait your position to see what will happen after the election. Now the election has come and gone. we expect to see for next week being the last week to see more results in the market. Well, I know that life of Okumu has met, they've approved their result and dividend. We have seen what CAP have done now. Also, don't forget that Transcorp have done this. They say they have result, we have not seen the result. But I believe that none of them will want to pay fine for not keeping to what to the regulating period for the subscription. That means by next week, even Friday, tomorrow, or even today, to see more results coming. That will also start shaping. Yes, notification that came from GT Code about waiting for CBN to approve. Good, let's exercise patience that we expect all this to happen. But I tell you, hopefully for those that are not under CBN regulation, we expect to see them more from next week. The life of Presco, life of other companies like we have not seen Julius Berger. We have not seen Okumu in the final one. Pesco have not seen the final one. We want to expect more of them to release the results to the market. Cabri have not seen Cabri results. We want to see more of this company release their results. Once it comes to the market, it also gives investor an insight to what to do at this particular time. That's why I said there's no cause for alarm at all. Yes, like I said, the market is now at doing 54,940.15, or by just slightly 4.04. No, this is a 0.000. You can see 0.1, but market is sliding in green. Like I said, 10 no losers against 9 gainers, which is good. But if you look at the top 5 losers, which is very, very important, you know what the market is doing. I see that the Royal Exchange is leading, followed by Liquid Assurance, Charms, you can see also ROTP School, and UPDC. These are the top 5. But if you also go to the gainer side, I see that the Transport Hotel has also moved up to almost 8.something% this morning, followed by Academic Press. You can see also Radiance Insurance, Livestock Feed, and also Sovereign Trust Insurance. You can see that market is balanced by low cap stock, the gainer topping, low cap stock also topping, also the loser chart. But it's good that we note what is happening in terms of volume. Volume is very, very key. As we speak now, gradually we can see that the FBN holding, despite the delay in their result, we have seen that it has moved from even as low as 10 naira 50 to almost back again to 11 naira as we speak. Before they remained around 11 naira for a long time, but when the market shoot, we saw the stock coming down to around 10.30, 10.40. But now trading around almost 11 naira as we speak, trading the highest volume 10.4 million shares at this hour, followed by Royal Exchange 6.5 million shares. You can see Transport also 2.4 million shares, and also the life of Mansard also doing 1.17 million shares, and chances are the top. We are not seeing the big banks, apart from FBN holding. The top trade in terms of volume, the life of Zenith Bank, GT Code, they are not here now. But I believe that at market, continue, we want to see them at the end of the day. These are the market position. But right now, I want to move straight to what is happening in the market. I want to call up all indicators this hour to see where the market is heading, and can now chart this market direction and the stocks that we want to look at to see where they are heading as we speak. How is the market reacting to this stock at this hour is also very, very important that we know, that it will guide our decision as investor. Money flow is key, because I want to know the heart of the market. Where is fund going? Where is what the demand and supply? You need to know all this. Look at our C line. C line is very, very key in any market you are trading. You must have it to guide you to see the strength of the market and where the market also heading to. It's very, very important. We also look at our ADS. If you remember, that was what I discussed last time. Because we want to see what is strength behind the trend. Is that strength, is it very strong or weak? Yes, back to the chart now. You can see, like as I discussed, we are seeing a market have broken down the trend line. I think that trend line is very, very key. That if you want to know the heart of your trend line, will tell you to know the direction. That's why trend line and market cycle are very, very important, because it will help you to understand where the market is heading to. If you have that at the back of your mind as a trader or investor, look at your chart and see where is it heading to. Once you're able to identify where the chart is heading to, you are also good to go. And that is what you're going to do now. You can see that the trend line, I drew this trend line last time, but I want to see break it up now so that you understand what I'm saying. The point here, yeah. Okay, you can see that good. As that this is a trend line. I say that the market is up already. You can also use your your T line to see that the next action is above the T line, which you can see it here. But this trend line there, that market is up because the index action is above the trend line, and that's why it's a sign. But now you can see that now that the the trend line now is above what the index action. You can see here. But what you should know that at this point, that market pull back, pull back here or break down the trend line, we saw it going down. But for the past 5 trading days now, before trading, I think the market has been on what on a consolidation movement, kind of like trading all this while. There has not been a breakout or continue that trend. But the market has to look at. But also, if you look at also what is the money flow position here. Yesterday we saw the money flow looking at almost at 34, 35.5 yesterday, but this morning we see that it's also down around 32. But because it's below 50 basic point, I'll tell that liquidity in the market is not as strong as when it was reading 70, 80, 100. But good time that you can see that if you look at this ADS, the blue line has crossed the T line as at yesterday, or the red line as yesterday, but the ADS is still looking down, but reading around the 32, around the 35 now, which is good. But no, if you look at let's make this one bold. Let me bold here so you can see something I'm trying to explain here. Yes, you can see here that the blue line and the blue line, they are moving side. No, this one cross, they are flat together, waiting for trigger. But you can also see that for the last 3 days, market has remained in green, and it's slightly in green. So you can see it here. One market but yet to break out the T line. But once market break out the line, that is another new momentum to have entered the market, and we see money flow moving above 50. That's why we see yes, that strength has probably come back to the market again. And these are the things investors are looking to see to confirm. But as I said, since our eyes are moving from what from the outcome of the equity meeting now to earnings, let's see what the earnings will look like. So at the end of the day, investor will take advantage of that to make what informed decision. Yes, quickly we'll come to the market, the stock, the equities that we want to look at, because our stock eyes are what are on the numbers to hit the market. Yesterday, let's look at the cap that came. We'll look at cap result to see, that can outline what is the market doing to that regard. As we speak now, you can see that the cap price action is below the T line, and money flow is moving down. Now still reading 51, which is not bad. But if you look at your ADS, you can see that there's sign of weakness here, and that's why you are seeing money flow coming down, and also price action looking down as we speak. You can see that, like, remember what I taught you or what we discussed. I see that the red line is above the blue one, tells you that there is a weak or a bear situation. But when you see the green one above the blue one above the red one, that is a strong tell you that the market. But for me, you can still keep our eyes. But for those that are dividend investors, the first one I said for around to speak now around 19 naira, 30 kobo, then paying you 1 naira 5 kobo. I'll tell you that the dividend index is in the range of 5.8 to 6% yield. You can see what you can do with that kind of position now as an investor. If you look at the 1 hour chart for this stock, let's see. On the 1 hour chart, yes, the strength is strong on the 1 hour chart. You can see that the green ones are up here. You can see over what I'm seeing here. Let's still keep our finger crossed for that. I can see that this stock, since their acquisition of Portland Paint, we have seen some improvement in their numbers. Let's wait and see the actual figure, and also, but for those that are dividend income, look at what they pay, 1 naira, 5 kobo, and what you can make out of it. Quick one, look at the life of Zenith Bank that we're looking forward to see their results. Let's look at Zenith Bank at this hour. Look at Zenith Bank at this hour. What is Zenith Bank doing? On 1 hour chart, we're seeing Zenith Bank trying to rebound in the last 1 hour. I can see it here, but yet to cover this red candle. But it's a good one. Money flow is still looking up. You can see that there's positive sentiment on this stock. I can see it here Now, why it's trading above the T line before try to perform one, but as quick now it's trading above the T line, even when we see a red and a green candlestick, which is a good one. Finally, look at the daily chart for the stock. These are good things you should look at. You want to know the pulse behind the stock, what is the strength behind the stock. If you look at the daily chart for Zenith Bank, even as we speak now, seen around the T line, despite trying to resist the line, you can see the sign we are seeing here. Let's see how it goes. It's a good one. It came down, but also we went up here. But at this point, money flow is weak. It's weak around 23. But we want to see reversal, and also this MACD ADS is not even a good signal here. We're still looking down around 30. For me, let's keep our finger crossed for Zenith Bank. Quick one, look at what is happening in I'll show you one. Look at GT to the no. Let's look at the UBA now. UBA first, because all eyes on the banking store. Let's look at UBA and see what is happening in UBA. UBA on the 1 hour chart is has crossed the T line. I can see it's trading above the T line. You can see money flow coming up around the 35. I can see here very well, and stay until the blue line cross up. But let's keep and see the little number. The number will tell us what is happening. You can see as long as it was above the T line, you can see what you saw here, that the blue line was above the T line and money flow was going up and down. But still, the T line tell you what the market is happening. But that's straight below the T line for a while. And I can see from here all this one, 1 minute is for more than 2 weeks. Down here before trying to cross up again. Let's keep our finger crossed for UBA as we speak. Access to the next one. Let's look at access for. But these are the banking stock who have not seen their results. Let's see what's happening there in the access bank now to speak. Access holding company. Let's see. Access is also trading slightly below the T line in the day chart. Money flow is very, very low, around 19. And you can see that the T line, as we speak, market is below it, in price action is below it. I can see the way it has been below the T line before it break out other 2 days, that coming down again. But I think all eyes on the number for these banks. Once their numbers start hitting the market, that will give a clear direction where they are going. Like I said, I told you earlier in the class, there's no pause for now. Let's quickly look at it. This will be the last one. Let's look at what is happening in in, in FCMB. It's a bank FCMB. Let's look at. Yes, I think the daily chart for FCMB are likely this time here. It has moved almost above 420 this morning, before coming out to do around the same 407. But let's keep up with that. Our money flow is coming up powerfully. You can see around the 46. You can see, and the sign I'm seeing here is because of if the blue line can cross the T line here, that's a good one. And we'll also see that the red line here is the orange line that start coming up again. But any cross at this point will be good one. Money flow is looking up. That means we expect to see a good position for FCMB. For me, the momentum is strong for FCMB. You can see FCMB. If you look at it, a 1 hour chart, that the stock, I can see good sign here for FCMB, and we expect that when the results come and they do release flow, we expect the stock to rally. For income investor, I think your banking sector stocks is where you also do your position, and others that are yet to release their number. There's no cause for alarm as to speak. On this note, I will say thank you and see you tomorrow. For those that are still paying, I appreciate you, and those that are yet to make their payment for the masterclass, still go ahead and enjoy the 5% for those that are in the premium class till Friday. For others, you still enjoy your 10% discount also that same 25, of March, which is next Saturday. Look forward to see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your trading day. Bye.